say, do you need me? Do you think I'm pretend? Do I make you feel like cheating? I'm like, no, not really, cause oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her.
Hi everyone! So if you're familiar with our channel, you're probably wondering where Lauren is. Today it is just me. That's because we are talking about Instagram, and I am pretty much the only one that posts on our Instagram. Lauren will post occasionally, but it's about like 90% me, which by the way, we have a new username. We are now at Lauren and Emery. We removed our underscores because we got like there was another account that had those, but like we asked them to remove their underscores and they said they would, so that was really nice of them. So now we are just Lauren and Emery. So if you don't follow our Instagram, you definitely should. I post on it like all the time, like probably almost every single day. And a lot of you guys asked me how I edit my photos, so I thought that would be such a good video to do, and it'll be really fun. And by the way, this video is a collab with Brooke, who used to be Brooke X Beauty, but now she is Brooke Michio, and I'm obsessed with her channel. I love her so much. Her videos are so amazing, and her Instagram is amazing too, so you should definitely follow her and subscribe. And if you're coming from her channel, hi, I'm Emery. I do this channel with my best friend, Lauren, but today it is just me. When I'm filming this video, I'm actually transitioning my theme from a more colorful theme to like the all-white theme. So I'm gonna actually show you how I edit pictures for both of those, because I wanted to show you like my new theme and the theme that we've had for a while. The first photo that I'm going to be showing you how I edit is from our new like all-white everything theme. So I'm going to go ahead and just do what I do. The first thing that I do, I go into my photos, and whichever picture that I want, I will favorite it, because usually I take like several of the same one. So I go and choose one from the favorites. Today we are going to be editing this picture of Lou, and he was being really cute last night. So I favorited it, and now I'm going to go into my photography folder, and it just has like all the apps. The top row up here is pretty much the only apps that I use. I don't really use the bottom rows anymore. First app that I use is Snapseed, and I choose the photo that I want. Then I click this little button on the bottom right hand corner with the little pencil, and I click Tune Image, and then I usually adjust the brightness and make it really bright, and I turn the ambiance down. Actually, I used to turn it up, and I'll show you how I use that in a bit. Then I turn up contrast, saturation down, shadows down, highlights down, and then warmth down. I like my photos to be pretty cool. So that's pretty much all that I do in Snapseed. If there's like one little area that I don't like, I can go into selective and like tap and like choose, so I can make that part like really bright, but obviously we don't want to do that. So I'm just going to save that. Then I go into Facetune, and lots of people associate Facetune with being just like making your face look like really fake and ridiculous, but you can use it for that. It's really nice to make your face look like smoother or like cover up a pimple that you might have. But today we are just going to be using it to make the whites whiter with the whitening tool. So we are going to go back into favorites and choose that one. And then whitening tool is obviously for your teeth, but it's really nice to make whites whiter. So I'm just going to go in on like this pillow and the comforter and like the sheets and the little Apple logo, and then on my headboard I'm going to use like really gentle strokes, because sometimes with this tool it looks really blotchy. That is not what we want. So now that I've done that, I'm going to save it. And then I go to VSCO, and VSCO is my absolute favorite app to use for photo editing. It puts your pictures in rows of 3 so that you can like preview your theme before you do it. So these are just some of the pictures that I've taken recently that didn't like make it onto Instagram, or some of them did. And then I also have a grid, which is Emery, and I need a new profile picture. I really like VSCO grid because you don't have to worry about only posting once or twice a day. You can post as many times as you want, and you don't have to worry about a theme. So here's a lovely selfie, and my shoes, and like my new maid ball tote, which I'm obsessed with, and like all that stuff that you can see. So we're going to go back into library and import that. These two were just ones that I was like testing out, so we're going to delete that. Then I'm going to click on it, and I like to use either the C1 filter, which doesn't really look that great for that photo, so we're going to use the F2 filter, and it looks really weird like that with with it turned all the way up. So I'm going to turn it down to about 6. I think that looks good. And then I'm going to click on the wrench, and I usually do sharpening just 1, and saturation and everything I've already adjusted, and everything else is good. I'm going to add fade +2. And then we are done with that. So that was so easy. And then I'm just going to save it so that I can post it on to Instagram. So that's how I do that. I usually turn the saturation down and make it cooler and adjust the brightness and sharpness, and that's about all I do for that. Now I'm going to show you guys how I used to edit our photos with the more colorful, bright theme. This one is from when we were in Rome, and I think it is adorable, and that gelato was the best gelato I've ever had. It was half creme brulee and half almond. It was so good. So this is one that we are going to be editing, so I favorited it. And now we are going to go into Snapseed again, and we're going to open the photo up. You have to find it. It's quick. So I've selected that, and now we are just going to go into Tune Image again, and I'm going to turn the brightness up quite a bit, as well as the ambiance. I turn that up a lot. Contrast just a tad. Saturation, same, just that. Shadows, I'm going to turn down. Highlights, I'm also going to turn down. I always do that. And then warmth, I'm still going to turn down. This first part is pretty much the same as how I do now. So now that I've done that, I'm not going to take it into Facetune because there's not really any part that I want to whiten. So I'm going to go straight to Visco and add that photo. So C1 is definitely one of my favorite filters. It makes it look really nice, and it brings out the pinks and the blues and teals. And if you hear any noises out there, that's my brother. He has a friend over. Sorry about that. So I'm going to turn up the brightness. I'm going to adjust the temperature, and I'm going to turn it down 1. And now I'm going to fade it. I usually do 2 or 3, so I'm doing 3. What I'm noticing about this is that my hand is really pink in it. So what you can do in Visco, and they just added this feature fairly recently, is you can adjust skin tones. So I'm going to turn it more towards the orange side so that it looks a bit more natural. So that is how I edited that one, and that didn't take that long either. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit that red button down below and subscribe. Let's become friends. And also follow our Instagram. It is at Lauren and Emery without underscores, like I said earlier in this video. If there are any videos that you guys want to see us do, please leave comments down below and we will make sure to do those. Bye!
When I need motivation, my one solution is my queen, 'cause she's